get that right eventually. Royce McCormick is in the red gloves, blue trunks, white trim. Little guys, 90-pounders, we're in for a treat here, folks. Don't blink because you'll miss about 5 punches. That's promised.
I love watching these 12, 13-year-old guys that weigh under 100 pounds go at it because they're full of energy. They're great students of the game. And as you're seeing right now, they throw punches in bunches.
And referee for this bout is Earl Jewell, and he steps in immediately once the fighters get a little bit wild, and both landing punches upstairs. This is going to be a tough one to score.
I'm glad we're behind the broadcast table for this fight, Antonio, because our buttons would be pushing constantly.
Nice
in the
left
round.
hook landed upstairs from McCormick there.
I like Royce McCormick's story. I was talking to his trainer, Hassan Mateen, prior to the event tonight, and I asked him, I says, how'd you get Royce in the gym? He says, I was at his grandma's house. I walked up to him and said, you have what it takes to be a good fighter. And Royce said, okay, and now he's in the ring.
The right hand lands upstairs for McCormick there, and round one is finished. As we go into round two, we will go into the corner.
One of the scheduled 3-round, 90-pound intermediate bout. And let's give it in one more time for Heather. And they crossed me up. That was Lomani.
Right back on the jab. Up and down. Get an inside dig to the body, man. Don't keep this going to the head. You're going wide shot. Go straight side. All right? All right. Step 2 and step 3 over there.
Seconds out. This is round number 2.
The second round begins. Royce McCormick out of Akron. Red gloves, blue trunks, white trim. Vraimone Parker out of Cleveland with the blue gloves, red trunks, blue and white trim. And again, second round starts just as the first one, George. Both fighters being extra aggressive and throwing a bunch of punches.
Both fighters, especially Vraimone Parker, he needs to calm down a little bit, work his jab, get inside but throw straight shots while he's inside there, and step into his punches. He's not using his feet as much as he should. He should step into every punch he throws.
He lands a nice right hook upstairs. There does Vraimone Parker, and he's been chasing McCormick around this round as well. Two straight left uppercuts lands for Vraimone Parker.
Very nice uppercuts by Vraimone Parker, and the judges did see that.
Right hook lands upstairs from Parker. End of round 2. Another close, exciting round. Let's take it to the corners to see what the trainers have to say.
There she is once again, bringing us round 3. This is Heather.
All right.
And ladies and gentlemen, back behind the blue corner against the wall, Rock Hard Cash Athletic Club has some great t-shirts and hats for sale. Stop back and take home a souvenir for you.
Working the corner tonight for Vraimone Parker. He's trained at the Glenville Rec Center. Working the corner is Marlon Push Davis, who you hear telling Vraimone what to do. And let's see if he takes Marlon's advice to heart.
Marlon's one of the better trainers in the Cleveland area, and Vraimone Parker's lucky to have a guy like Push Davis in his corner. He knows the sport, he understands it, and he's trying to settle down as young, aggressive fighter.
Well, not only is he a trainer at the Glenville Rec Center, but he's also a professional, compiled a great record so far of 10-1-1 with 5 knockouts. Parker landing upstairs and downstairs at will now, and Parker seems to has taken control of this bout, George, overall. Lands a nice 1-2 upstairs as well. Left hand lands upstairs from Parker. Earl Jewell momentarily tells the fighters to break.
Each round that has gone by, I think Parker has taken more control of this fight.
Yeah, Parker's done a nice job to settle down, lands a left jab just as round 3 ends, and that's going to do it for this fight between Vraimone Parker out of Cleveland, Royce McCormick out of Akron. Close fight to score, tough fight to tell. It's always like that with the youngsters. They throw just so many punches at a time. It's hard to see what actually landed and what did not land. And the judges' buttons were pushing, I'm sure, frequently for this fight tonight. And that's the way it usually goes with the kids that are under 100 pounds, and the judges here are used to it as they are always busy in this area. Cleveland is a hotbed for amateur boxing. There's usually an amateur boxing event in and around the city of Cleveland every weekend. So we'll take it up to our ring announcer, Sean Matheny, with the official particulars.
And ladies and gentlemen, your Lake Erie Association USA amateur scorecard is in, and your winner by decision in the blue corner, Vraimone Parker.
Vraimone Parker is your winner